yards in 3 plays. And the gadget play gets him into the end zone. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. Just fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a couple yards deep, he'll go to a knee. He won't return it. And they'll take it out to the 25. Carry for Amir Abdullah. And this defense feeling the encouragement. They stop him at the line of scrimmage on the first play of the afternoon. A second down run for Abdullah. And again, he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. 1 yard, the official pickup there, so it's going to set up 3rd and 9. Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. It's brought in left side by Tate. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Michael Bennett's versatility, being able to play any position along the defensive front, allows him to make those types of plays. He finds good matchups and gets into the offensive backfield.
And there it works for a tackle for loss. On 2nd down, here's Stafford. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and it'll be 3rd and 10.
I'm going to show my age here a little bit. We used to talk about running backs catching the ball as safety valves. Nowadays, they're a big part of the passing offense.
Quit acting like you're so old. You're only 65. With the gun on 3rd down, Stafford. And this is going to be incomplete. Golden Tate, his intended receiver. And 4th down coming up.
I'm just second-guessing the call here. It was 3rd and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up. But they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about themselves, gaining some momentum as they force them into a likely punting situation.
Returnable for Lockett. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And it'll be Seahawk football 1st and 10. The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
Well, confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you score once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Now Wilson on 2nd down. It's caught on the left side by Baldwin. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys on plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in a bunch. I mean, we talk about collectively, it's unbelievable. So their ability to move is practice now. It's not necessarily, oh, he just took off and you guys figure it out. When he takes off, everyone knows where to go now. They know how to run routes, change things, make themselves presentable for the quarterback. It's a lot of time that they put in on it. It's something 1, 2, 3. This is where the ball goes anymore.
They're off to the full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
The defense ran that play so fast, but I think if the running back even had time to notice if anyone was there, it was just a blink of an eye, and there was a loss on the play.
On Second down, Wilson. Escapes the sack. Pressure from behind, and he's going to be thrown down. Tyron Walker busting through to get him for a loss of 6.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, but they can often hit big. But sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you just...
Alongside my broadcast partner, Charles Davis, Brandon Gordon hits the Seahawks with a football to begin quarter number 2. They do, however, have a tough 3rd and long coming up. 3rd and long, it's Wilson. Pressure too strong, down he goes. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4. So on 4th down, here's the Canadian-born punter, John Ryan, to kick it away for Seattle. Back deep for the Lions, it's Golden Tate. Taken in at the 22. It'll go as a 50-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Lions will take over. Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. And they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play. No, it wasn't that long ago that the guy playing that spot was an outside linebacker type of a guy. Now, as a defensive end, how about the speed that he used to get into the backfield and make the play?
So a little jumpy there defensively. Ref caught him in the neutral zone. 5-yard penalty. Following the penalty, Abdullah. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. The tackle was made by Michael Bennett. Great play there off the end. Question, Charles, in a 4-3, you hear about the D tackles a lot. What's the role of the ends?
What they want to do is control the edges of the defense.
And the pressure gets to him and brings him down. Stafford is sacked. K.J. Wright in there to get him for a loss of 9, and that'll lead to 4th down.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop it.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
And here comes the Lions defensive unit. They trot back out onto the field. They forced the punt the last time, got off the field. I'm sure some of your D coordinators through the years, you liked when you heard those words, get off the field.
Oh, there's no doubt.
Maybe you didn't like it when you heard those words.
It depended on when they were yelling them. But in this situation, absolutely perfect. Get off the field, force a punt, let the offense take over and do their thing, and it resulted in a field goal.
Now we'll see if they can do that again. See if they stay on the ground for a 2nd down.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Oh, look at the juke. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards. And it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's run game, you're not doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Comment. Can you not sing your voice? You can trip, boy.
In the 2-minute warning lurking, this will probably be the last play before we hit them.
Yeah, they want to get themselves in position to score in this last shot before the clock hits.
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Larry Ridley will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. He's going to loft it deep right sideline. And they went big on 1st down. Proves unfruitful.
And you know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
Now it's Wilson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. The intended target, Doug Baldwin. And now it's third down. And the offense looking to pick up the first down after the second down incompletion.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball, and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. So the challenge comes inside of 2 minutes, and it gets overturned.
And it changes the whole format of what's about to happen because both sides have thought a certain call had been made. Now they have to flip back and start over.
The Lions offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. But it's soul-searching now.
I would say so. They need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot more than normal, put them in some tough spots. But what's the old adage? When you get another chance, it gives you a better chance to do it right.
Unable to connect on a first down pass play. Now it's second down. Second and 10, Stafford again. This is screen to Abdullah. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's third down. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Throwing on third down, Stafford. He's got time. And that is incomplete. Eric Ebron, the big tight end, is intended target. Now fourth down. Now they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively, and they just continued there with that incompletion.
And definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now. They made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
Now it's Lockett. Very good return that time. 18 yards. And possession will switch hands first and 10. The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get it pushed.
Where are your iPhone earbuds?
I
don't know. They're broke. Oh, no, they're not. I don't know where they are, though.
Brings up second down.
They're up here somewhere.
Every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays. And you don't get many opportunities to dial them up, and they just did.
Ziggy Ansah in there to make the shot. He goes him for a loss of 10. So third and 20, defense in the nickel.
Surprised they didn't go with 6 DBs, the dime look.
He's going to air one out. Incomplete. He had his hands on it, but couldn't pick it.
What you want to do to the hottest girl in school?
Fans do love the long ball, don't they? And he already found his guy once. Tried to give him another chance there, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. Couldn't connect, but as you alluded to, he does have that touchdown from earlier, trying to keep him in the rhythm.
That was horrible.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. So it sails out of bounds close to midfield, and they'll say actually right at midfield. So the Lions offense ready to go back out onto the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
I don't know where my phone is.
So the incomplete pass brings up second down. Alone to the right is Jones. From the 50, Stafford. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's third. They got pressure there and only rushing 3.
And there's a defensive coordinator right now who is celebrating not just getting home with 3 there, but realizing if that's the type of pressure he can get in the entire game, then his pass defense is going to be excellent. He dropped an 8. Where are you going to go with the football?
Stafford. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
So the defense forces a 3 and out, but they got some help along the way. They threw it on
When it
first
rained.
down, and when they were unsuccessful, it became second and long.
Yeah.
Didn't get it again on another
I can
pass.
tell.
Went third and long, and they almost had to put it in the air. They may want to rethink some strategy going forward.
And this one's out of bounds. Should be inside the 10, I think.
Yeah,
it
when it
is.
rains,
At the 6-yard line. And
I
tough
want
starting field
$100.
position here. The drive
No,
begins with
it's.
a run by
I want $100 on
What
a
a spin.
tin.
And they'll get him down past the 15, just shy of the 20. So we'll reach halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you cross country to our EA Sports Studios in Orlando with our halftime report. Here's Larry Riggins. Hang on, we'll jump over to halftime.
Yeah, I actually am.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we will zoom
He changed
action
my
here in
cousin,
quarter
too.
number 3. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here.
Okay.
This will be a
We were
touchback, and it
outside.
comes out to the 25-yard
And there was
line.
no one
The
outside.
Lions offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors.
Now, loose football. The ball comes out, and his guys will take over at the 30. And they bring him out of the locker trailing. Not a good way to start this second half with their first drive.
Can't imagine that the discussion at halftime encompassed this at all. In fact, I'm sure they talked about, okay, kind of wipe the slate clean, start the second half, and let's go out and play the way we know that we can. That's kind of a great example of it.
They didn't envision that. Tyler Lockett was the target there. And it's second down. So they haven't had a whole lot of success in the passing game here. Now in the second half, he's thinking, I guess maybe just take a shot deep.
I think you're right. Almost looking for a bailout, isn't he? Can my receiver go up and make a big
Intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys are going to take over the 21-yard line. And Detroit getting set to go now. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this one.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first
No,
time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
Connects it to Roberts, right side. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Come on.
And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. This is taken at about the 14. Look at the spin. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. And Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more confident? Baldwin intercepted. It's the 2014 NFL interception leader, Glover Quinn.
My God.
Take a timeout here on defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. On first down, Abdullah.
Oh, my
He
God.
stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Here's Stafford now on second down. Incomplete. Well, pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it. And in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, This feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides, where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up fourth.
Partner, how many times have you heard it? Pressure creates diamonds, right? But it also bursts pipes. And on that one, that's what they got. They got after him, and he was fortunate just to get rid of it.
Yeah, he just had to chuck it away.
He might get his 3 points. Nope.
And this is off the left upright. And it comes back. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So distance not the issue there. He had plenty of leg to get it there. It's that darn upright getting in the way.
Always gets in the way of a good time, doesn't it? Because
No,
he
it's
hit
gonna be
it
out.
too. Sometimes you can bank one
That
in if you get it
counts.
on the end of the football. No
That's
such
how
luck
it
there for him. I do have to admit, I like it when it all
yes,
comes
come on.
together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet,
Oh my
doing a
God.
little toe tap
Alright,
to
it's
stay
closer,
in
it's
bounds and
closer.
complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the
119
camera
yards
shot.
slow.
Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch.
I don't care how many times you tell the story, it never loses its luster for me. Dalton Baldwin, undrafted out of Stanford, and plays like a #1.
Let's go!
He is in for the Seattle touchdown. Thomas Rawls, 22 yards. And the Seahawks add on to their lead.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt, you need that difference maker lugging the rock.
And it's good to make it 14-0. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it's Thomas Rawls who finishes it off with a touchdown run. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now the Lions offense, they get ready to head back out there. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe
No!
There he goes right side. Past the 20. A big play there for Detroit. 61 yards. They've been struggling in the passing game. Do you like the aggressiveness there? I mean, it worked on that play, but do you like it?
I do, because a lot of the time you're struggling because your passing lanes are clogged. That usually happens when you're throwing the ball underneath. People start to press up on you, push them deep.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Cliff Averill, he's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure, more blitzing. And that's another stop for the defense, something we've seen all game long. They have been on fire today. No matter what's called by the offense, they've had an answer for it.
3rd and long, it's Stafford. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down. So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the right hash, this from 45 yards away. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked.
No.
Well, that pressure came right up the middle. Remember the good old days when they would scheme to make sure that they smacked the guy, snapping the ball? And, you know, he had his head down. He's kind of in a vulnerable spot. Rules prevent that now. obviously have to go about it a little bit differently, but you can still get pressure there.
Oh my
And almost
God.
always, when you see somebody get to the ball and comes off the edge, they're able to sneak through the middle of the line. Hard to believe.
Yeah, cardinal rule broken, isn't it? Right up the middle. That's supposed to be a place you protect the most.
What was that?
Here's Wilson.
I did not mean to.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. On third down, Wilson. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down.
On any passes in the middle of the field, anyone who's going after the football is going to be conscious that it's probably going to be contested and often physically.
Oh
Sometimes
my
that
God,
leads to
was
drops.
horrible. No.
And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. And the Seahawks have picked it up.
Win, no matter what.
I feel like you and I could be in our backyard with our dads right now.
That
What did
was
they always say when they were throwing us the ball? Look it all the way in. Make sure you secure it. That had the feeling of not happening there on that play, but he didn't have full control of the ball.
When that punch coming in, I would have a return punch, but I would imagine it's tough to monitor those guys coming full steam ahead at you.
It really is. You try and get that peek to know where they are about whether you should fair catch it or not. But sometimes you just have to have a sense, a feeling, and just have to make sure, number one, though, you catch the ball and put it away.
Do you know if you put an egg in vinegar for 24 hours, you can bounce it without it cracking?
Back now in Seattle, Washington.
Yep.
It's the Seahawks with the possession. They also have the lead here as we
6
get
minutes
set
left.
for the fourth and final quarter. On second down, here's Wilson.
Trying-
Flushed out right.
Oh
Now
my
on the run,
God.
he'll throw it. He's got it. Hit the 15. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle.
Get wrecked.
Doug Baldwin, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. Yeah, some might have returned that one. He won't. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start the drive from the 25. So here come the Lions now. And last time out, another missed field goal, so maybe their confidence wavering a little bit right now in the kicking game.
And I'm with you on that. I think at this stage, they'd love to not run him back out there in a tough situation. But let's face it, they may have to. So right now, the head coach is talking to the offense coordinator and saying, call this game like we're going to put it in the end zone. Let's try and take the field goal out of it.
Second down following the incompletion.
So much of his game is focus and concentration. And whenever I see guys running the in route, I know that in the back of their mind, they're always wondering who's lurking inside that might put a big hit on them as they try and catch the ball. A nickel look by Seattle on third down.
Yep, 5 defensive backs now. From the gun on third down, Stafford. And that will be incomplete as well. Jeremy Curley, the intended receiver. And it's fourth down. Here's Sam Martin now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. This is brought in at the 21. Spinning past him. Oh, another beautiful move.
Man, that's better than the two-step,
Just
isn't it?
walk
A good
over
return
me.
there, call it 13 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love
We'll
it.
see if they dial it up this drive. And in this situation with a lead, fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
Here's John Ryan now, as he's on for the 5th time here today. Now it's Tate. 12 yards on the return that time. And the offense will come back onto the field for the 1st and 10. Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off. 2nd down now after the pass completion.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
Here's Stafford. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
As tight ends go, he might not provide the super flashy plays very often, but he's pretty reliable. Usually an excellent target and normally catches what's thrown to him, but he didn't on that play.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th. Here's Sam Martin now. He's been terrific so far.
She is a nice
And great special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to come back onto the field. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. And there they went crossing route against the zone defense. What do you think of that?
Takes real coordination between the passer and the receiver, because you've got to read those zones and where the open spots are and be on the same page with the guy throwing the football. Because sometimes you're throwing it in front of the zone, sometimes you're throwing it between the zones, sometimes the receiver's going to just kind of find a spot and what we call sit down and present himself to the quarterback and throw it there. It's a tough read, but when they're in sync, it's really effective.
Throwing is Wilson. And that's going to be incomplete. 2nd down here after the incomplete pass. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
The grab made by Kearse over the middle. Time for a break. This one, all over but the shouting. We'll finish it after this. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. And time now for the Seahawk defense to take their spots again on the field. They are looking to preserve this shutout, so for them, a lot on the line.
A lot on the line, a lot of pride that goes into that. Because let's face it, when you've had that kind of a day, you do not want any type of a fluke play to end it. You're going to win the game. That's not the issue. But to have a clean ledger going into the locker room and sitting in film next week, oh, that's satisfying.
Feel good.
Oh, that's the way to do it.
They're looking to cradle that goose egg. 2nd and 10, Stafford again. Ebron caught left side. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. The shotgun snap for Stafford. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowl safety Cam Chancellor.
Well, you're trailing. It's the 4th quarter, and you've got to throw the football. But the defense knows this, too. So they're just going to sit back, bring in an extra defensive back or 2, the old nickel or dime strategy, Brandon, and wait for you to put that bad boy up for grabs. And this one winds up being intercepted.
First down, this is Rawls. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. That's going to go as a loss of 7, and it'll set them back for 2nd down.
For me, that was an example of why offensive linemen might want rearview mirrors at times, because you have your assignments to block, but if you can see what's going on in the backfield and maybe the guy carrying the ball is headed in another direction, it might change what you do up front. But if they can't see that and he's not in sync with what they're doing up front, well, this is when you end up with plays like this. A bad one for the offense, a really good one for the defense.
Now Wilson. He's going to wind up and air it out. So they took a shot there on 3rd down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had to fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. And Detroit getting set to go now. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares?"
Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they'll have the ball set up in the red zone at the 16-yard line. The Seahawks offense now, they get set to go back to work. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now. They'll put someone back deep just in case something goes haywire. But all in all, take the snap, kneel down, and shake hands. Yes, get out of there.
And he is going to lose yardage here. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
Brandon, that play ended so fast, it's almost as if the quarterback handed it to the runner, and the tackler was there right away for a loss of yardage.
The storyline of this one.
Carson, if you see me start opening the window,
I was about to say, what, Mom will just see drippage coming from the window.